Come with me and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Greetings and salutations. This is Margaret Franklin of Margaret Franklin Creations. Welcome to my official tour of my exhibit here at Ontario Shores. We start with the County Fair quilt from my Fairground Art Trilogy. It's the first thing you see to your right when you walk through the door. And the other two parts of my trilogy are here. This is County Fair. This is my Coney Island quilt from second in the trilogy. And this is my Philadelphia quilt. We will now head down the corner towards the Lilac Time quilt. These are all classic carvings accented with lilacs. And as we turn to our left, we come to Inspiration. This is probably the last quilt I've made in the Design Your Own Carousel Horse series, at least for the time being. I have a work under construction at home. And now we come to the pièce de résistance. This is Best Day Ever. These are all illustrations from my coloring book, which are available in the gift shop for $10 each. I illustrated my own coloring book. Actually, there are two. Now there's another one called Once Around Is Never Enough, which will also eventually be a quilt too. And of all the quilts I've made, I think this has been one of my favorite projects so far. 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to make sure they're all accounted for. And now we come to Primer Whites. This quilt is very special though, because though it's hard to see on camera, it is all the texture and detail from carousel animals when they're in their primer stage, when they're all completely white, and all the texture and detail of the stitches. I wonder if you can get a good look at that. It's much better if you come and see it in person. This exhibit is going to be here until the end of September. And now we come to the living room quilt. This is my next biggest masterpiece. A couple years ago, the Living Room Community Art Studio came out with their own coloring book, and I've chosen several of the illustrations from that to make a quilt, and proceeds from the sale of this quilt will go to helping the Living Room Community Art Studio. They have just recently published a second coloring book, which will soon also mean a second living room quilt, also just started. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we missing anything? Oh yeah, the Aboriginal quilt. Where did they put it? I don't know where they put the... I'll ask about that later. Finding that talking while wearing a mask can be very tiring. Hi, do you know where the Aboriginal quilt went?
I'm not too sure. The girls are in the volunteer office.
Volunteer office.
Can you see their quilt in here?
Oh, down that way. Excellent. So we're still rolling on camera here. Yeah, I originally had this one situated to be next to the door, but we ran out of space, and here it is. So I do hope that any of you who see this video will make your way down to Ontario Shores to experience all these wonders in person. Thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye. Be back soon.